G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video here we're jumping into the newest Formidable Foes stage. We're going to be taking on Movie Edition Part 4. So we've got a full Fused Fighters team here that is to complete the mission. So very powerful team. Does sort of scare me a little bit with our slot 1 usability though. Dang, we can't get to... That's annoying. But you see... So I did this just before, and I died on the final stage. So I am sort of changing up my strategy a little bit here. So what I want to do is have Tech Go Tanks. Hopefully that procs his 55%. I mean, the 50% chance, cool, to get the double digits, which it did. So the plan here is that I want to have the Tech Gods and the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks on one rotation. Then on the other rotation have the physical Super Saiyan 4s and someone else. So yeah. But the main thing is that I also want that while having Go Tanks and the Gods on rotation 1, and then the physical Super Saiyan 4s on the second one. So that will mean that in that third turn, where there generally could be trouble with the 7th anniversaries not being able to sit slot 1, I can YOLO it with Go Tanks. Go Tanks can he's got that coin flip basically, so if normals, he's going to be fine, but if there is a super attack straight off the bat, we are going to also be able to survive that. So that's sort of the strategy here. Is annoying to break my rotations and float the Super Saiyan 4s. Then I'm also going to be floating the Tech Gods on the other rotation. So it may actually not even end up working how I'm hoping that it's going to be working. But all we can do is try. Other option would have been I could have just floated off Tech Go Tanks here, and maybe that would have been a smarter idea. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I did bring two Whis, I did bring a Whis item, so worst comes to worst, if I get to the end and I'm questioning, is this going to work? I may end up just popping it because, yeah, the one I just filmed there, I was right at the absolute end, didn't pop an item, and Go Tanks didn't proc, and I got cooked. So it was a massive waste of 25 minutes for me. But we're back at it. This one here, so this has actually worked out perfectly with there being no attacks at the front. So what we can do is that into that. We're definitely going to get the finish here. So yeah, the only worst case scenario would be is if this Tech Goku and Vegeta did get clapped up in slot 1 post attacking, but they will be able to get off a bunch of their super attacks. Add in that they do have that damage reduction, so as long as it isn't a super, I'm pretty confident that these guys should work well. We got really blessed not having any attacks in slot 1 before we are firing off our own super. So bang, perfect. And then we've got the Tech Goku, who has got all that damage reduction. So post super, he always looks really, really solid. If he was to get supered, that would not phase me in the slightest. One annoying thing here is that the Tech Gods don't get to fire off any supers, so no stacks of their defense, but we'll be transforming them on the next rotation that they come around anyway. So what we can do here is pop this one to get all of your extra defense. So starting here, he should be perfectly fine for normals, which is what we love to see. So we're going to grab that into that. So that leaves a few key spheres getting around for us to utilise, but more importantly, we're going to be able to go into physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and with Gogeta we're going to be able to Rainbow Orb Change again. So this is, yeah, as long as Vegeta, AGL Gogeta, whatever you want to call him, at the back end here doesn't get supered, I think we'll be looking really, really dandy. Ideally, it is literally this. This was our best case scenario. So Kapow Beerus double digits, and then you know what coming back at you? Bang! Dang, that took off quite a lot of HP. Cool. So the reason that that's definitely really good that we took off a bunch of HP there is we should just be able to go straight into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta next rotation and get the kill blow, pop that active, and not have to worry about taking any type of damage. Because yeah, by the time this friend finishes firing off all those supers, we got AGL Vegeta in slot 3 as well at 24 key. See what he's going to start at like a 20, something like a 20 milli, I would expect. Oh, 19.85. See, not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. So compare. That's 1. And the great chance fails us. I will say, when I've been recording lately, the great chances have been failing me a crazy amount. But anyway, double digits on those normals. And here's where we can go like that. Then we can pop that. Oh, actually, I should have set my... Oh, I didn't think about that very well, did I? May as well pop that. No super attack. Actually, we already had a scouter, didn't we? But what we'll do is we'll grab that, and then hopefully tech. Yep, perfect. Build up that Dokkan gauge a little bit, and we're looking at dandy. So, number of rainbow key spheres. We're at 24 key. We're coming up with a 26 milli. We'll get the crit on this one here, and that... So there you go, actually. The timeline that I was talking about earlier is going to come to fruition. So we are going to have the Tech Gods and the Tech Gotenks on that next rotation. And yeah, so we're sort of into the swing of things now. So for this first rotation here, we'll run the Gods in slot 1, I think, unless there's only one attack. Oh, there's 2 attacks. Oh, the temptation to do that is very high, but we're not going to. We're going to let you get all that key there. We'll grab that. And then I guess we'll grab that. We're going to have no orb changing on that next rotation. But, yeah, there you go. Dang, I could have gone Gotenks in slot 1. Gotenks would have then got hit. We could have had that extra damage. Oh well. The main thing here is that we got a bunch of key to the Tech Gods, and then the Gods are now going to be able to get a ton of stacking for their defense. So all's well that ends well, I guess. What would be absolutely ideal is if Gotenks was to fire off his supers and then we get supered ourselves. This Freezer does have just a key based super, so we'd be able to counter back with the old mouth burst, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I can't imagine I'll be getting that lucky, but you can sort of hope. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you never know. So 16.5. Gotenks does drop quite a bit if you're not getting hit first. But then we've still got that guaranteed additional. So 10.6 here, and Kapow. Nice. Dang, and the additional. No. Wow. Okay, I see you, Gotenks. Probably heard me say 100,000 times, but my Gotenks is Super Saiyan 3. Everyone's Gotenks is Super Saiyan 3. Mine's only 55%, so any hidden potentials is purely from the like skill orbs. So bang, trigger additional here. Kapow, that does get him. This is actually the one time where I would prefer not to get too many crazy additionals, because I want to have the Super Saiyan 4s be able to stack as much as humanly possible on this rotation. Well, I guess if we got to do that, we got to do that. That'll give us a full heal, and then that'll also get us a full heal, and we're building up our Dokkan gauge nicely. Freezer did, yeah, that's the one disadvantage of not getting many key spheres, is we lose out on a bit of the passive for the Super Saiyan 4s. Yeah, maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but anyway, once we get through this rotation, we will be looking. Yeah, I guess we're going to be throwing the Tech Go tanks pretty much in slot 1, unless there is no attacks there, and we're going to be hoping that if there is attacks there and it's a super, we get that coin flip to proc. We will have his active skill that we can pop to give him a bit more slot 1 usability, and yeah. Let's see how things turn out. So, compare 16.7 with the Goku here. He's got the ability to fire off multiple supers. So, Frieza will be a Gorner. Wasn't required though. So, let's see. Number of attacks in. Oh, we can't use his. I guess what we'll do is that. Into that for the heal. So that gets us back up to a full heal. Definitely does scare me with the Tech Goku Vegeta in the back end here. But they've got damage reduction. They've got type advantage. Dang! Wow, okay, that's more damage than I was expecting there. We got the crit. And it lowers Frieza's attack, okay. I forgot about that. So yeah, Frieza does lose attack and defense with every time that he gets tagged. So units that do fire off, oh no, it is just attack. Units that do fire off additionals are definitely going to benefit from that. But here's the super. 100k. Okay, 100k, we can work with that. We can definitely work with that. So the tech gods here, they're going to be able to fire off a bajillion attacks for us. Which, as I said, is going to be really impactful because we do lower the attack and defense of Frieza. Oh, sorry, the attack of Frieza here, and then the Tech Goku Vegeta in the back end will also do a number of supers, so that attack will get lowered even further. And best case scenario, I think, is if Frieza survives with just a tiny little bit of HP. Sort of same situation as last time, where we'd then be able to pop the active with Gogeta, get the heal off next turn with any same type key spheres, and yeah. That is assuming that Frieza doesn't multiple super. So 12 million to start off with here. As I said, most important thing is that these just fire off multiple supers and stack that defense up. I think I said it when this rotation first started, but they are going to have, they've got type advantage, they've got a baseline level of damage reduction. So yeah, hopefully all we need is for them to get through here. So Frieza's not losing any more attacks, so he's at that base level here, and we just got to hope that the Frieza doesn't multiple super. Cool. Oh, there was more. Wow. I jumped the gun there, didn't I? Cool. Guess what we'll just do is that, for the sake of it. So that's actually not going to get the finisher. So, oh, and of course he saved changed the same type. Changed the physical key spheres for us. Yeah, we fall just short. I guess we might. There's really no need to pop that actually. But anyway, we popped it. So what we'll do is we'll grab that for you, so that then we can grab that. That gets us a heal up to 62%. We'll grab that just to continue to build that Dokkan gauge up. Funny that we're literally about to win this with a counter from Gogeta. And a kapow! 15 milli. Done and dusted. So that's Frieza El Completo. And now we're on to Broly. So Broly is STR, so I'm thinking if we go like that, which is really good to get you a big old stack. And then that leaves those STR key spheres there for next rotation to ensure. Well, actually, we've got Tech Goku Vegeta on next rotation, so we would have been getting the rainbow orb changing, so we probably would have been sorted on that front. Compare. Yeah, maybe I could have rocked Gotenks in slot 1 here, and then the Goku Vegeta in slot 2. Would have got some extra links active from being next to the AGL Vegeta, but yeah, hindsight is 2020, as they say. If we had been getting supered in that first slot, it then would have been more risky than rocking the Tech Gods there with their big old damage reduction. So compare, nice little crit, and we do, dang. See, on this first turn where they fire off all these super attacks, as long as you're getting your key, these guys are literally untouchable here. So hopefully, yeah, perfect. So Broly does super us here. Kabao, double digits. Does donuts to us. And then we've got Gotenks coming along in slot 2 here. The guaranteed crits. Bang. Yeah, so that wipes off a ton of HP. And then we've got a second one here. Bang. See, that sort of could actually sabotage us a little bit, because if we aren't able to get many stacks off with the physical Super Saiyan 4s, that'll hurt them defensively going forward. Unless Vegeta could get the finish here, in which case that probably would work reasonably well. Oh, actually no, because I got the Tech Goku Vegeta on rotation next. It would have been better if I had been able to get the finish when they were on rotation and didn't have to get attacked. So we go into Broly here. And that is a lot of attacks in the back end there. I'm going to cheat. YOLO. I'm 17 minutes into this one. I don't want to restart again. Sorry squad. So what I'll do is I'll grab that. I'll grab that for the heal. Now, obviously, Goku and Vegeta, the physical Super Saiyan 4s in slot 1, they're going to be perfectly fine here. They wouldn't have taken damage anyway, but this was just more in case there was a super attack in the back end, and the Tech Goku Vegeta would have got absolutely fried. So the fact that the super attack is right there maybe makes this seem like a little bit of a waste. And I know using an item is generally frowned upon, but as I said, I died before after going like 20 minutes into the run, so I didn't want to suffer the same fate again. Actually, the popping a Whis is actually going to make this team unkillable, because that means on the next rotation I can either rock with Gotenks in slot 1 or the Tech Gods. The Gods are going to have guard, but Gotenks is going to have like 80 something % damage reduction. So we're also going to get a full heal, being the Dokkan attack. So yeah, a Whis item really does make this team very, very unstoppable. So compare, we're going to get off we got up to 20 keys, so that means the physical Super Saiyan 4 is just going to go crazy with all their additionals, just like we watched the gods do. So compare. Did time it pretty well actually for the Dokkan attack. This is a good point in the event to be firing that one off. And we've pretty much just taken off half of Broly's HP bar with only the physical Super Saiyan 4s. We've got Tech Goku here. He's super effective anyways, so he can take off a serious chunk of HP. If he does supers, that is, as the great chance fails me again. But bang. And we do get one more. So if we had have had like an AGL Vegeta or anyone else really other than the Tech Goku Vegeta in slot 3, I actually think we would have gone very close to getting the finish. But yeah, these guys just don't have the craziest damage in the world. But as soon as, like, and the fact that they're come around on rotation 2 is pretty handy, because when they come around next, as long as we've got that HP requirement fulfilled, we could get their transformation into, or their fusion into Super Gogeta. So you can see double digits thanks to the Whis item. If there was a super attack there, I definitely would have been pretty scared though. So what we can do is we may as well just stack you up a little bit more. Or yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Go tanks, I could leave around, and you may be thinking, why? Why would you float Go tanks at this point? It's because I'm pretty sure there's going to be an extra phase here. This was the phase I did die on last time. And if there's one more phase, we'll then be able to go into the, into Vegito. And Vegito will just guarantee us a dub. So I think that's going to be a little bit more impactful than old Go tanks. And the reason I didn't utilise his active skill was just to get some more stacks in here with the gods. It's just going to make us more powerful when we do transform into the blues. So I imagine we've got a full power. Yeah, there it is. And he is AGL, so having a lot of tech units definitely works in our favour. He's got a territory. I can't really see what the territory's doing to us, but what we'll do is pop that one there. We can see the super attack is at the front here. My temptation is just to do... what do I? YOLO. YOLO. Veku. This is a short form fight. We'll play it safe. So what we'll do is that. Yeah, YOLO. Maybe I shouldn't have, but you win some, you lose some. So we'll grab that too. We may as well stick in Goku and watch that animation instead. I do love the twin dragon fist. Not completely sold on the unrelenting kicks, but that's a discussion for another time. Wow, actually, he's got quite a lot of HP. Please tell me that I'm not going to live to regret the decision to... Oh no. Should I have hung on to that and gone into Gogeta? Nah, because as I said, we're going to have Vegito on the next rotation. We're going to have the Tech Gods going blue. There is no way that we survive past that next rotation. The fact that we have type advantage as well, we're going to be able to pop Vegito's active. We pop the blues active because we've just absolutely dismantled the HP bar in the end here, actually. The rainbow friend with the AGL Goku next to him's gone crazy. Like that looks great. That one's there. Those frames are a little bit wonky, but Kapow, that is a sick super attack. And then yeah, the unrelenting kicks probably ain't it. I do think it is pretty funny though. Kapow, pow, 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 pow. And we got another one in there as well. So, Kapow leaves Broly with a little bit of HP left. We have active skills galore here. What we can do is pop that into that. We actually might be able to get the finish. No, we're not might. We definitely are going to be getting. So then we pop that just to get a couple extra links active. Pop that. And... we pop that for the KO screen, and that is all she wrote. So there you go, guys. That is the Fused Fighters run through, done and dusted. Used a Whis item, but I reckon if you were testing your luck, I think this team could definitely get it done without it. But for me, the main thing was jumping in and getting those stones, and to get it done on the second run through is not too shabby, I don't think. So again, there's the teams. Let me know if you've been able to get that mission done down below, and if you did, how was your team different to mine? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.